Hello people, and that was a cow. Welcome to my channel. I'm Yvonne and I'm from California, and behind me here is a beautiful 1988 Mercedes 300 TE Wagon. I plan to do a lot of road tripping and sightseeing in this beautiful car while also doing some repairs to it because, you know, it's an older car and you never know when cars are just gonna break. So follow along, like and subscribe if you're into that kind of stuff. Yeah. So the reason why I'm into these older cars is because my absolute very first car that I ever bought for only $100 was a 83 380 SEC. I know the titles and the names of these cars can be a little confusing, but yeah, that's what it was. It was a big pillarless coupe. It was huge and I loved it, and basically my love and passion for these cars has never left and probably never will. And so now I'm driving this beautiful boy, or girl. I think it's a girl. As you guys can see, the paint on this car is in pretty great condition for being 32 years old. It sat in a garage for about 10 years because of the blown head gasket. What Ricky and I did to it was we clay barred it because the paint job was very gritty feeling. When you would like run your fingers on it, it felt gritty. So the clay bar gets rid of that. And then what we did after that was we gave it a cut and buff, and then we waxed it and polished it, and now it shines pretty nicely. All right, what you guys are looking at here is a 3.0 liter inline 6-cylinder engine, and Mercedes classifies this bad boy as a M103. For those of you who do not know what a blown head gasket is, it's when the gasket that connects the head to the rest of the engine is damaged, and now coolant is mixing in with your oil, turning it into a sludge, and there's basically a chocolate milkshake party going on in your engine. Now, when that party is happening, your engine works no longer. It's broken. You gotta fix it. So what we did is we replaced the engine with one from the junkyard. So a few repairs that I've done so far is I replaced the battery because the other one was sitting for a very long time, didn't work anymore. I also did a coolant flush. That was kind of difficult because I had air trapped in my system and I didn't realize that, and so I thought I was overheating, but I wasn't overheating. I had to burp it. That was fun. I also replaced the radiator because the head gasket issue, so I flushed the whole cooling system. I also have brand new hoses, and this is my hydraulic fluid reservoir. This car is equipped with a SLS system. That means that it has rear hydraulic shocks. I have replaced those. I also replaced the accumulators and also gave it some brand new genuine hydraulic fluid. Now I want to talk to you guys about some of the outside mods that I've done to the car so far. So I replaced the stock rims with these AMG rims. I think they look pretty great. The tires came with the rims and they're in great condition, so I got pretty lucky there. These headlights are off of a late model W124. To install them, I had to remove my window wiper. Old wiper wouldn't mount because they have different mounting points. I also threw in some LEDs in here, so I'm going to show you guys that too. I don't know if you guys can tell so much right now because it's daytime, but they're pretty freaking bright and they definitely help on the dark roads. So I also had to replace one of my tail lights because it was cracked and messed up. This was the one that I replaced. This replacement tail light that I got, it was a little bit faded, and so the red wouldn't show up as a bright red, so I replaced it with a red LED light so that cars behind me could clearly see me and they could clearly see when I hit the brakes. I also got the windows tinted. I think it gives the car a more modern look, not so family, more cool and sporty like. Maybe, kind of. Is it just me? Do you guys agree? Let me know. I got myself this super cool cargo box. It's a Yakima Skybox 16 Carbonite. I love it. It's freaking awesome. I think it's the perfect size and style for this wagon, and I think it's gonna really help out on all the road trips that I'm gonna go on. Currently, all that I have in here is just some of my wagon bed stuff. I'll show you guys that later on. I had to get myself a whole new Yakima rack system because the old stock Mercedes bars that came with it were a little too weak, and they also didn't lock like these bad boys do. So that's that. I love this cargo box. This is the best mod, Jack. He actually had to be modified himself in order to fit onto here because the head on this was just too big. So Ricky like ripped his body off and like glued his bow tie to his face and shoved him on. Now he lives there forever. This grill. I have the stock original grill for this car, and this one was an extra, so Ricky went ahead and painted it. I'm really curious to know who likes it and who doesn't like it. So please let me know in the comments your opinion on this grill. It was shared on Facebook and it got a lot of hate, but there was also a lot of positive. So please let me know what you guys think of it. And I'll let you guys know right now, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I am going to put on the original one back onto it. All right, and now this is the inside of the beautiful wagon. As you guys can see here, I have a wooden steering wheel. Ricky threw this guy in here because he can fit much more comfortably with the smaller steering wheel when we have passengers. So that's why we have it. I personally like the giant steering wheel that comes stock with this car, but I also don't mind this one. It looks pretty nice. So as you guys can see, you got a whole lot of buttons right here. This is the ashtray. That's like where to charge your phone. That works perfectly fine. In the middle here is where you have your window buttons, which is pretty fun. That's different from your other cars. You usually got them on the not the windows, on the door panels. So every time somebody gets in here, they're always touching all these buttons, trying to figure out how to put their window down. It's pretty funny to see that. Up here, we have our sun visors. They have lights, and there I am. Hello, people. Yeah, they have lights, and they're kind of stiff, but still function. Well, this one functions, that one doesn't, so we're not going to touch that one. But look at this. Mercedes, they thought of everything. Don't you hate when that little bit of light is peering through and you're trying to see behind you? Yeah, Mercedes knows you do. That's why they threw that in here for you. Up here, we have our moonroof. This button controls the moonroof. These buttons control the lights in here. This little bar is letting you know, click it or ticket. No, it's not saying ticket, but it's just saying click it for safety reasons. I really like that. I think that's fun. It's like an airplane. On the door panel here, you can see that these buttons are to adjust your seat. This will lay it back, and then you can move the seat forward and back, and also tilt the front and back and the rear up and down. So that's pretty nice. And then this controls your headrest. Over here, I have a Mercedes cup holder. These are like aftermarket because the car does not come stock with cup holders. Actually, you know what? It does. But let me show you what they are. You get these. You get that. What is that? Like a fourth of an inch deep? Yeah, if you're driving around with something sitting on there, that cup is going to tilt for sure. So, got these little guys. They fold out, fold away. Pretty cute, pretty small. Yeah. On these rear passenger door panels, we added in some speakers. I also kept the stock speaker. I don't have the cover to this, but I'm hoping that I can figure something out, because because I haven't had any luck trying to find them at the junkyard. Over there, the speaker on that side doesn't have the little bracket that holds it in place, so I currently just got Gorilla Tape helping me out. Back here, we also threw in some speakers. These are, I believe,
6x9s. Sony explodes.
Yes,
Woo, woo, woo.
that's exactly what they are.
These are for drive-in movie theater purposes.
Yes.
You can see when you go to a drive-in, you'll be all cozied up. You could be all cozied up, watching your movie, surrounded by Dolby surround sound, movie theater quality audio.
This right here is a Mercedes partitioner, divider. I don't know what they're called, but it was a little messed up, but Ricky was able to repair it and now it functions. So it has this net kind of material, and it also has just leather as well. So this could be mounted to where it's currently mounted, or even more forward when the seats are folded down to divide the two front seats from the rest of the car. It also has these little hooks so that you can pull this out and attach it to the trunk lid, so then all of your cargo back here would be covered. All right, guys, that is the end of this tour. I hope you like the wagon as much as I do. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help out my channel. I will be uploading more videos about my travels in the wagon. So if you like that kind of content, please follow along.